guys, so we are just going to jump right into it today. First, I am starting off with priming my face with the Mercier Radiance Primer, and I did put some hand sanitizer on my hands before doing this because you want to make sure that your hands are clean so that you don't spread any bacteria. Next, I'm going in with IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and I'm just covering up a few little blemishes that I have. You ladies know certain times of the month we get little blemishes and we just have to cover them up. So then I'm going to go in with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I am using my ring finger to apply that all over my eyes. In case you don't know, your ring finger is your weakest finger. So anytime you are doing anything with your eyes, you want to try and use your ring finger because it'll apply the least amount of pressure, and it will keep from getting wrinkles. Well, not prevent. We know nothing is preventing us from wrinkles, but it'll help. Next, we're going to go in with the Dior Forever Skin Foundation, and I am just using a flat brush to apply it all over my face, and then I'm going in with the Morphe M439 foundation brush to buff that out all over my skin. So I'm pressing it into the skin and then going in circular motions as always, and working it on the bottom half of my face and then moving on to the forehead. Just making sure that I'm blending out this foundation so that it looks flawless. Next, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm putting that just in a little swoop underneath my eyes and then on my eyelids to go ahead and prime my eyes a little bit more for this eyeshadow, and then a little bit in between the eyebrows and on the nose and around those little red patches. And then I'm going in with the MAC Prep+Prime Highlight and Light Boost to do my Cupid's bow and on the two little creases around my lips. Then I'm taking a Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend all of that out. I want to make sure that everything is pressed into the skin. Beauty sponges are great to do this, so whether it's a beauty blender or a Real Techniques or a Morphe or whatever you'd like to use, anything works great. Then I'm going in with Chanel Translucent Powder and just making sure that I'm setting my entire face for when I go in with powders later. Then I'm going to take the Mercier Translucent Powder just to set my eyes and my under eyes to prevent any creasing. Now I am going in with my Real Techniques sponge and applying more of that Mercier Translucent Powder to set the under eyes, not only just to set them, but I'm semi-baking and semi-preparing for any fallout that I may have in this look. So that's also what I'm doing here. You can take any brush. Flat brushes work better, but I could not find mine right now, so I'm improvising. But I'm just drawing out a line of where I want this winged liner that I created it to be. And you're just going to do that on both sides so that when you go in and you buff with eyeshadow, it doesn't have any fallout on your face, and so that you have that sharp line without using tape. You can use tape too, but this is just like an easier alternative. Then I'm going in with a MAC 224 brush, I believe, and I'm taking MAC Wedge, and I'm just buffing that into the crease. It is a great transition shade. You can't really see it. It just kind of creates like a natural look, but it's great for transitioning eyeshadows. And then I'm taking a Morphe brush, and I'm going in with the LORAC Pro Mega 2 palette, and I'm using the eyeshadow Tawny, and just buffing that into the crease as well. And then I'm going in with the same brush and picking up some Burlap from that same LORAC palette, pushing it into the crease and kind of down towards the outer corner of my eye, just buffing that all over. Then I'm going to go in with the LORAC Pro eyeshadow in the shade Porcelain. This is just a stark white. A good dupe for that is MAC Blanc Type. So you can really use any just cream, off-white shadow for this would work just great, and I'm just using a flat synthetic brush to apply that all over the lid. Then I'm going in with that LORAC Pro eyeshadow again. I'm picking up two shades. Chiffon is one, and Prosecco, and I'm just dabbing a little bit into each. And these have like a shimmery mauve-y color to them, and so I just kind of wanted to go with that sort of tone for this eye, so I pressed that all over the lid, over that Porcelain, and then I picked up a little bit more Tawny on that same brush to buff into my crease and make sure that there were no harsh lines. Then I'm going in with a black eyeshadow from that LORAC palette. Now, any black can work. A good dupe for this black is, I think, MAC Top Typographic, which is kind of like a gray black. It's not extremely black because I didn't want anything crazy carbon black for today. This is just like a gray, light black. And I was just taking that black eyeshadow and buffing it into my lash line to prepare for this wing that I'm about to go in with. So then I'm taking this MAC angled brush. It's an eyeliner brush. I'll list the numbers down below. And I'm going in and just creating that wing. So I'm basically following the line of this translucent powder that I've prepared. And I am following it down to go in a diagonal towards my bottom lash line, and then pulling it across my lid and blending it into that black eyeshadow that I've already blended into my waterline. You can use any angled brush for this. It does not have to be MAC. It can be an e.l.f. brush. It doesn't really matter as long as it's pointed and sharp, because you want to make sure that you get this line super sharp. I'm not doing anything super neat. As you can see, this is all pretty messy, because I'm going to go in and smudge it again, as you can see here, with the same brush. I didn't pick up any additional product. I just went in with that same brush that I applied the original black eyeshadow with, and I am pulling up just a tad to really sharpen that line, and I'm blending in what I just went in with that angled brush. I'm blending it into the black eyeshadow that was already on my line. Then I picked up a little bit more of that Tawny shade on a MAC 217 brush, just to buff into my crease and blend out to make sure that there were no harsh lines with the wing that I just drew. Then I put on some fake eyelashes and did my brows off camera. You guys don't want to see that. It's not anything interesting. If you do want a brow tutorial though, or an how-to eyelash tutorial, I can do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comments down below. Then I went in with MAC PHLOOF eyeshadow, and I put that under my brow and in the corner of my eyes. It is my favorite eyeshadow for highlighting. And then I took this Wet n Wild black eye kohl, and I'm basically just doing this to cover up the line from the lashes, because you don't want to be able to see that. Not that anyone's going to get close enough to see it anyway, but you want to try and cover it up and make it look as smooth and natural as possible. So I just went over the lash line and I guess a little bit into that black eyeshadow that I used with this black eye kohl, and then I went and picked up a little bit more of that black eyeshadow that I used initially on that same angled brush that I used and put it over top of that black eye kohl, because we didn't want any running or smudging or anything like that. So I just went ahead and set that. And then I took a little bit more of the Laura Mercier powder that I used at the beginning and went back underneath my eyes in case there was any more fallout. Oh, also, whenever I put my lashes on, I did dust away any of that Laura Mercier powder that I had there initially. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Now I'm going in with the Sugar eyeshadow from the LORAC palette. And I'm using my pinky to put it in because I couldn't find my brush. And, you know, you just have to improvise when you can. Then I'm taking this MAC Love Rihanna bronzing powder. It is a few years old, but it doesn't really matter what bronzer you use. I just picked up whatever bronzer I could see, and I applied it with a fluffy brush all over my face because I just wanted a really bronzed, glowing look. I didn't do any crazy defined contouring or anything. I just went in and bronzed my entire face. And then I picked up some MAC blush in the shade Melba on this Bare Minerals brush that I just picked up because I couldn't find my blush brush either. Jeez, I guess I couldn't find anything when I was making this. So this worked great, and I just applied that blush on the apples of my cheeks and up to my hairline. Then I took the Mary Luminizer highlighter by theBalm, and I put it on the tops of my cheekbones and a little bit on top of my eyebrow, and then dusted it on my nose and my Cupid's bow, you know, just highlight the whole face. This highlighter is super pretty, and it's just a perfect, like, off-white glow. So if you ever want anything like that, Mary Luminizer by theBalm is great, and it's super affordable. Then I'm going in with this Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip and it is in the shade Knotty. I love this color. It has like a peachy undertone, and I thought it would really complement these eyes, especially the Tawny and the burlap shades I used in the crease of my eyes. This lip color really complemented it. Then I just coated my bottom lashes with some Chanel mascara. You can use any mascara that you would like. Honestly, MAC makes my favorite mascara, but I also like the L'Oreal Voluminous as well. Then I set my entire face with Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I made sure to really make my face look dewy and glowy because that's what I wanted to go with this cat eye winged liner. I don't know what I'm calling it yet. But that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please come back.